Alright, good fucking morning. Happy Memorial Day. We are on our way for an epic chest and back session to memorialize all the troops in the Yugoslavian war. I'm caffeinated out of my fucking mind. My tolerance is very low, so I had half a scoop of a pre-workout that I traded with my friend a bit ago, and it's hitting like a bitch, so let's go win. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling relatively very strong. But I'm not going to go for anything too heavy today. I'm going to do some technique cyborg shit just to really get the muscle to grow, right? Because there's no reason to fucking display strength, especially at 10 a.m. No one's going to care. Dog, not even me. So let's go grow some muscle. Alright, we're going to be starting off with some neutral grip pull-ups. It's a great overall mass builder for the lats. We are going to be doing a warm-up set with some fucking red resistance bands so I can obviously get some weight off. Lat pull-downs machines were more or less taken, so I chose to warm up with the resistance bands instead. And then we are going to be going into just one rep to kind of potentiate, still act as a warm-up. And then from then we are going to be using some wrist straps from Grimfrost. You already know, Yarn Graper represent best straps on the market. I fucking lied. They're kind of long and they got dirty as shit, but they're from a cool brand. So on this first set, we're getting around 11 reps, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm doing these Renaissance periodization style, as is everything in this workout, right? I'm doing everything very explosive on the way up, right? Contracting to the fullest that I can. However, I'm going slow and controlled on the way down until I feel a full stretch. You know how it is. Get the muscle nice and stretched. Fucking everyone's dick riding the stretch position for whatever reason. It feels nice. It's good. It works. It grows muscle. So I'm not really complaining. Now, the pump on these pull-ups was kind of okay. I still felt it in my forearms a little bit, but I know that this is a great mass builder, even if I didn't get the greatest pump in my lats or whatever. Right, I know that I'm still doing just fine with these neutral grip pull-ups, and as long as I continue to progress them week from week, I'll be fine. No need to do any of these iliac pull-downs, at least not for a bit. Next up, we have a deficit Smith machine row. The deficit is because the Smith machine is actually, that makes it so that the barbell, when it's resting on the ground, even on the lowest setting, can't get really as low as it would in a normal power rack in a normal gym. So the one play deficit is to kind of even that out a little bit. Now, Smith rows have always been a kind of weird movement for me, right? They've always just felt ass compared to normal barbell rows. I much prefer their standard barbell variant. However, this time, since I, again, used Renaissance periodization form, I knew what I was doing the movement for. I was doing it for more upper back thickness, and therefore my elbows were a tiny bit more flared. And I did them for higher reps, aiming to get a nice stretch. And yeah, they managed to feel better than most other times that I've done them. However, there is still some work to be done with the form, and I'm not the most used to them. Alright, that concludes the back workout. We are now moving on to some incline Smith machine presses. Most people seem to like doing a flat press followed by an incline fly. I'm flipping that just because I want to bias the upper chest. It sounds kind of cringe, but I'm really visualizing like one specific moment I'm doing this for. It's just so I can have a nice fucking upper shelf on the beach. You know, growing the beach muscles is what this is doing essentially. And yeah, I've been told that women like the upper chest. I have read books in which it has said that I don't know, I'm trying to do a Mike Israel reference, where he said, like, yeah, I haven't talked to a woman ever. I have read books about it, though. However, that is not true. I have spoken to at least one woman, my mother. Let's go. This I did with 110 pounds. Should I fucking cut out that joke? I don't know, bro. I'm not feeling the best. Just scratch everything I said in the past 15 seconds. Essentially, I'm doing these with kind of a slow cadence, being explosive on the way up. I'm getting a tiny bit pissed off here that I did not get as many reps as I wanted. And I do remember that before the second set, I had to alert one of the other guests in the gym that indeed the second Smith machine was fucking broken. And therefore I will walk over to him, have a, tell him what was up, and then we go about our merry way. Now, This Smith machine bench press gave me a fucking nice ass pump. I set it up rightly. I set it up the proper way. It's very important with these Smith machine movements that you set them up properly, because otherwise the like fixed path makes it so that it can be very ass if you don't do it properly. Once I get back from my conversation, I do my second set of bench, and then it's on to my third. Fucking wonderful. What are some cues I'm using here? The cues I'm using is basically just to push with the pecs from the bottom. So if you can see here, fucking unrack it, lower it down, slight pause, and then I use the pecs to push up the weight. Alright, now as far as these dumbbell flies go, I am going for a fucking humongous stretch. Pardon my lack of enthusiasm in this video. I'm a tiny bit under the weather, and also I'm really pissed off because the editing software is not working as I have intended. It's going like frame by frame fucking freezing, which is not what I planned on, definitely. Now, getting back to these dumbbell flies, I'm using the 25s, however, getting the full stretch possible after another pressing movement. I'm fine with it. I'm not bothered by it. Fucking I'll work up to heavier weights in the future. Now, what are some things that are of note here? Oh yeah, this camera angle is weird as shit. I'm probably not going to be using this camera angle the next time I record this exercise. It was, however, my first time recording some of these movements, and therefore the angle ends up being a little bit weird. This felt again like I mean, my chest was pumped out of the fucking wazoo this workout. I did feel pretty great, so not much to complain about there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not supposed to be going. I don't know, because the last few reps are a little bit like, you can tell on the way up that I'm kind of losing control a tiny bit, or maybe that's just grinding. I'm not sure. Either way, it felt good. Gonna go progressive. Gonna do fucking more flies for the guys. Let's go. Now, as far as ab training goes, I'm pretty happy with this. This wasn't exactly Renaissance periodization form, because I didn't really need to change anything up here, because my ab training has been working just fine in my humble opinion. If you train your abs at all, that puts you above already like 90% of lifters, and if you train them properly with some form of progression, that puts you above the vast majority. So here, I'm doing a captain's chair leg raise with a fucking 15-pound dumbbell. The goal is to, I have a certain like point in my head that I need to raise my legs to, a certain mark on the wall, and then if I do that, that's good form. If I don't, that's bad form. And I'm progressing week by week, adding a rep here every few weeks. I'm adding 5 pounds, so changing out the dumbbells, and in my humble opinion, that's working great. And as long as I can keep fucking milking that, I really do see no reason to change it up. Good lord, this is a bunch of great footage that I all got while very caffeinated, and I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to maybe explain the cues or the tidbits properly, just because I am feeling a little bit like shit. But hopefully you were still able to take something out of this video, and stick around for the last 5 seconds for a nice lat spread. I think we got a pretty nice lat spread over here. Yeah, go train fucking chest and back, and happy Memorial Day. Peace.